Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to today's episode of Morning Well. YOLO stocks down, markets up. Amazon, Alphabet and Alibaba, the earnings breakdown, and dovish RBA. These are the three things that we will talk about. For the fifth straight trading day, stocks at the center of the social media frenzy led by GameStop did the opposite of the Dow Jones. Shares of GameStop tumbled about 60%, wiping out the gains from past week. AMC Entertainment also declined about 40%. Express, Naked Brand, BlackBerry and the headphone maker Koss also retreated. The S&P 500 was up 1.4%. The Dow and Nasdaq both were up 1.6%. Silver prices also slid after their steep ascent on Monday when online investors set their sights on metals market and spurred the metal to the biggest one-day advance in over a decade. Futures for the metal were off more than 9.4% on Tuesday after CME Group's COMEX exchange responded to the volatility by raising the margin requirements. In other markets, shares of BP dropped about 4.5% in London. The energy giant returned to profit in the fourth quarter but said Tuesday that the pandemic would continue to challenge its businesses this year. In Asia, India's Sensex rose another 2.4%, extending gains that began when the government laid out plans to boost economic growth and healthcare spending on Monday. China's Shanghai Composite was up 0.8% and Hong Kong's Hang Seng also climbed 1.2%. On to the results. The e-commerce giant posted fourth quarter sales of 125 billion and net income of 72 billion. It marked the first time Amazon reported more than 100 billion in quarterly revenue, days after Apple hit the financial milestone. Amazon's results beat Wall Street expectation of about 119 billion in quarterly revenue and net income of 3.7 billion. Few companies have seen growth take off like Amazon during the global health crisis. The explosion in online shopping vaulted the company's sales to record figures as the e-commerce sector grew by around 50% throughout last year. This is according to some analysts. Roughly 40% of online shopping in the US happens at Amazon, according to research firm eMarketer, helping drive a 76% increase in the company's share price last year, raising its market valuation to more than 1.6 trillion. The online shopping boom has been broad-based. United Parcel Service Tuesday said that sales in December quarter rose 21%. The package delivery giant said Amazon accounted for about 13.3% of its total sales in 2020. Although the pandemic turned into a sales bonanza for Amazon, the Seattle-based company initially struggled to handle the surge in demand. The company recovered in part by rapidly scaling up. It added more than 400,000 employees, lifting its global workforce to more than 1.1 million staff and increased its fulfillment and logistics square footage by about 50% just last year. So it's been a busy year but a good year for Amazon. Moving on to Google. Google rode a surge in online holiday spending to record revenue in the fourth quarter, even though it disclosed for the first time continued losses in its closely watched cloud division. The internet titan's earnings released Tuesday afternoon reflected a continuing recovery in global ad spending that took a hit early in 2020 when people paused travel plans and other purchases in response to the pandemic. Google parent Alphabet posted a record 56.9 billion revenue, up from 43.2 billion a year ago. The company's advertising units pulled in about 46.2 billion, up nearly 22% from a year earlier. Alphabet's profit also rose to 15.7 billion from 9.3 billion a year ago. Analysts had expected about 11.9 billion. Ruth Porat, Google's chief financial officer, said company's search and YouTube units drove its performance in the quarter. Consumer and business activity recovered from earlier in the year, is what she said. Alphabet shares jumped more than 5% in after-hours trading. The stock has gained about 17% over the last 3 months compared with a roughly 22% gain on the Nasdaq. Google also revealed details about the cost of its cloud division for the first time. While that unit brought in about 3.8 billion in revenue, overall it lost about 1.2 billion in the fourth quarter. This announcement will enable investors to better compare the results of Google's cloud business with those of Amazon and Microsoft. Moving on to Alibaba, even as Alibaba faced regulatory scrutiny, its earnings for the fiscal third quarter ended in December exceeded analyst expectations. Net income attributable to ordinary shareholders was about 79.43 billion yuan, equivalent to about 12.28 billion US dollar, up 52% from the same period a year earlier on strong consumer activity amid an economic rebound that we are seeing in China. Sales for the quarter rose about 37% to about 221 billion yuan, ahead of the analyst and estimates. Core commerce sales rose about 38% to 195.54 billion yuan. Meanwhile, Alibaba's report showed that Ant recorded a 14.5 billion yuan, equivalent to 2.24 billion in net profit in the 3 months to September 2020, before its blockbuster IPO was called off early November. Alibaba owns a third of Ant and reports its share of profits from the owner of Alipay 1 quarter in arrears. Moving on to the FX market, investors bought US dollar against all of the major currencies on Tuesday. Euro dropped to a 2-month low against the US dollar despite better than expected Euro GDP data. The worst performing currency was the Australian dollar, which was hit hard by the combination of US dollar strength and dovish central bank. Aussie US fell to its lowest level this year, breaking below 76 cents in the process. Although the Reserve Bank left interest rates on hold, they said rates could remain unchanged until 2024. They also increased the bond purchases by about 100 billion, which is a big move because it represents their concern about the economy. That's the update. Stay safe and healthy, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.